Hey everyone, this is Frosty, and today I have a Zerg versus Protoss battle for you all to watch. But before we get started with the battle, I thought I'd let you know that Battle.net has released a community site for Diablo 3, which is of course another one of their Blizzard games that has yet to be released. I'm going to leave a link below in the comment bar. Also, I'm going to leave a link to the beard challenge that they're having currently, so grow your beard until Diablo 3 is released. No release date yet. I believe they are in the beta stage though. So check out this community site. You can chat with other people about how amazing Diablo 3 is going to be. Besides that, I guess we should just get back into StarCraft. And here we go with this Zerg versus Protoss battle, guys. Hey everyone, this is Frosty, and today I have a Zerg versus Protoss battle for you all to watch. So here we are in my base, and I'm just going to be setting my Overlord out, of course, to the front of my ramp. And over on the Protoss' side, we can see that he's just droning up. Nothing too regular happening right now. I'm sure he's probably going to be putting a pylon down actually right here. Yep, and he'll be choking his base this time. So we're going to be seeing this guy probably scout me pretty early. I think he's going in the right place, and I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go, but as we can see here is my Overlord, and I'm just going to send him over out to this little shaded area. Always want to make sure to watch that. You never know what they could do. And we can see he's actually building a forge, so I'm really glad I actually put my Overlord there out in preparation. We can see he's actually went to this shaded area, probably wanted to do a cannon rush, decided not to because I did have my Overlord there. I did put up my spawning pool, and my extractor is on the way as well. And we can see that he's just sitting in the front of my base. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. I guess I could be attacking him right now, but I'm not. And you can see he's actually getting a gateway and a proton cannon, so maybe he got the cannons to be more protective of his base, but I definitely think he was trying to put some cannons here. Besides that, he currently has no gas right now, and I'm actually pumping some gas compared to him, so this is quite interesting. And you can see I'm going to be scouting him at the last possible second. And he's actually put down a pylon and a couple proton cannons. So I've sent a bunch of Zerglings, a bunch of drones as well. And I think he only got about 2 kills there. He killed probably 2 of my drones, so I think I actually came out a little bit ahead. As we can see, I have 16 harvesters as compared to the 12 that he has. And now he's going to be building a cybernetics core pylon over my base. Let's look back at production. I'm going to be getting my queen, so she's about to pop, and my expansion is now on the way, so I'm probably going to be getting, there we go, metabolic boost is coming out, so speed on that Zergling, on the Zerglings is very important. Now over in the Protoss base, we can see that he's basically shut off any access in getting through here, so I'm guessing he's probably going to go for air. I'm going to be scouting this probably soon. That's what I'll probably assume. We can see he's putting another proton cannon, 2 more proton cannons actually. So he's going to be very defensive here, and let's look at income right now. So he actually has picked up his harvesters. He's now ahead of me in harvesters, and he's going to be throwing down a Twilight Council. Alright, so back in my base we can see just producing some Overlords, and here comes an evolution chamber. I want to make sure to have this evolution chamber in case he's doing anything like DTs or void rays. I don't know, he could be doing anything right now. But I do have the second base up right now, and my other queen is on the way. Now back in his base we can see I've actually sent an Overlord out to come and scout him, and it looks like this guy, you know, he's just gonna sit there. And he actually has 4 now proton cannons in the front of his base. You can see he's actually building a gateway, a dark shrine, and 2 more gateways. And my Overlord just didn't scout that since he would actually cancel that. So that was smart on his part. It looks like he wants to go for DTs. Maybe he's going to cancel it now. Actually not. He's going to just be putting it in the back of his base. So we're going to be seeing some DTs this game, and I'm not sure if I'm prepared for that because I have not seen that yet. He's currently at 4 gateways. He has his base fully choked off with now 5 proton cannons. I am definitely not going to be coming up this ramp anytime soon, or ever, shall I say. And I have 2 spine crawlers to protect. I'm not sure. Spine crawlers are always good against Protoss, so that's probably why I built that. Let's look at income right now. So we can see I actually have 33 harvesters compared to his 26, so I am currently ahead. I'm also going to be building an infestation pit. So we can see here he actually, let's slow this down. Alright, so it looks like he has 4 DTs out already, and he has put a pylon here, so he will be able to warp guys out of his base pretty easily. But besides that, I'm actually still quite ahead on harvesters, and he has yet to expand. And here we can see he actually has 7 DTs. I am not quite prepared for this. I do have an evolution chamber, do not have any overseers, don't have any spore crawlers. So hopefully I don't lose too many guys. We can see right now I have 40 harvesters, so we'll see what kind of damage he can do here. I have a Zergling just running around, I guess, scanning for any possible proxy pylons, but that's not what I'm going to be seeing. Instead I'm going to be seeing some DTs, and we can see my Zerglings just ran through there. That probably told me right there that he is coming in. I've moved my drones. I don't want those guys to die. I've already lost 2 of them. That is pretty quick, and it looks like I'm actually going to lose this layer. It is going down really fast. DTs, I really dislike DTs when they use this many, because they can take my buildings down so quickly. My Overseer is just done, and he was able to kill basically all 3 of these, all 3 of those structures, and I'm actually though glad he's not killing my drones. I do have a lot of drones, but now that I have my Overseer, I should be able to kill him pretty easily. He did take me down about 5 harvesters, unless I did build something with that. I'm not sure right now what's on the way. I don't have actually anything in production, so I ended up losing probably about 5 drones, and I still have a good saturation of this space. No gas coming in. I don't really need gas coming in. As we can see, I have 600 minerals. And I got a couple queens. I really need to get these guys back to work and build a hatchery. And we can see he's actually going to be building a warp prism there, so he's going to be doing some kind of drop probably. And here comes 3 more DTs. I do have a spore crawler now, a couple of them around my base. Nothing up here yet because I have not expanded there. But I think this guy's going to get shut down pretty well, since I have that spore and 2 spines to probably kill him, plus all of these Zerglings. And I do have a fair amount of drones actually just sitting around and doing nothing when they can be really harvesting both these gas. So that's not too good. I need to inject some larvae here as well. My expansion is actually coming along pretty well. Plus I actually double expanded. Surprise! Here comes those 3 DTs, and there's that spore on them. I can scare them. Plus I have this Overseer, so I'm not going to have any trouble taking care of these guys, especially cornering against these walls here. You can see he's actually sent his warp prism actually with a stalker and a probe, so it looks like he's probably going to be expanding down here, dropping his probe, because that's the only way he can get out because of this choke here. He does have a robotics facility. Maybe we could be seeing some Colossus, maybe some Immortals, but it was maybe just for the warp prism. I'm not thinking we're going to see too many DTs because I have shut that down pretty well. And let's look at income right now. So currently I'm actually quite far ahead on harvesters. I'm bringing in a lot more money, even though they're all on one base currently, but this base is now just finished, so I will be able to harvest much more gas and much more minerals. Even though I have a lot actually right now, I'm just now getting my layer because he did kill that, and I have put a spawning pool down because he basically got rid of everything. So evolution chamber coming along, and I'm sure my infestation pit will be coming along right after this layer. We can see he's actually double expanding here. This is crazy. 2 proton cannons, gateway, and it looks like he'll probably put some cannons here as well, choking this base off. So he's going to be trying to match me on harvesters, but he is still 13 behind. We can see I'm going to be building another queen somewhere here. Alright, so a 3rd queen is going to be coming out for this hatchery. And I've got my layer. I have a couple queens here, full energy, so if I could just spread some creep everywhere, that would be pretty good. We can see I'm actually going to get another spore crawler just to be extra defensive. I don't want to see any more DTs, but it doesn't look like he's actually going to be producing any. He's going to be throwing down actually a couple more gateways, so it seems like he's going to be going for a lot of gateway units this game. He hasn't upgraded them, I believe, yet, so he has not used this forge. I don't even think he's used these Templar archives. He hasn't even used this Twilight Council. He got all these upgrading structures, but hasn't even upgraded anything yet, except he did get Warp Gate, I must say. Alright, so 3rd base, just starting to get slowly saturated, and back here we can see this is actually going pretty well. I should probably send a queen up there, but we can see that now my infestation pit is now done. Let's look at the upgrades I have. So I do have melee level 1 on all these Zerglings here, and look at that, I'm actually going to be going straight for hives, so hopefully we're going to be seeing some ultras this game. That could be pretty good. And let's see, those queens have been doing well. They're now spreading their creep. Good thing I said that, right? So here we can see he's slowly actually getting both bases up and running. He's throwing out his guys. He's actually building a 4th expansion now. He doesn't have as much money as I do. I need to be spending my money quite quickly, but maybe it will be a lot easier once I get an Ultralisk den. I have this infestation pit evolving the pathogen glands upgrade, so my infestors will then come out with some energy to fungal immediately. I'm also going to be getting my melee attack level 2, and 5 infestors are now on the way. When this infestation pit is about halfway done, well, not the infestation, but when the upgrade is about halfway done for the pathogen glands, you could probably just then produce your infestors and they will pop with the, see, 7 infestors, and they're going to be popping with that pathogen gland energy out just in time. So if you're trying to plan it pretty well, do it at the halfway mark of that upgrade. Hive is now done. Let's go back into the enemy base here. So he's really not too saturated over in his 2 bases. Looking at income, I'm 9 harvesters ahead, so I'm doing actually pretty well. It looks like he actually has a lot of those High Templars. It doesn't look like he's actually got any upgrades yet, though. This is terrible. He can be getting this Storm, which should actually be really good, especially with my Zerglings, all these light units here. But we'll see what he does. You never know. Here we can see my Ultralisk Cavern is more than halfway done, so we're going to be seeing some Ultras pretty soon. Looking back at production, I'm actually going to be getting adrenal glands. If I want to use Zerglings in this part of the game, 20 minutes in, I want to be getting adrenal glands, and my infestors, it's always good to pop those guys out a little earlier so that they can get really full energy. That would be the best, of course. Third base is actually going pretty slowly here, though I do have a lot of money, so I'm not really hurting for money, probably a little bit more gas. But it actually looks like these guys are both going to be expanding. I'm going to be expanding down here and over here as well, so I can pump out some more larvae to actually spend this money. This is the hardest problem. When I have this much money, I should know that it's because I need more larvae. That's probably what it is, or more overlords. We can see 3 ultras are now on the way. He's going to be getting a lot more gas now. He's getting all his gas simulators up and putting some more cannons, gateway units. That's what it's looking like here. And he actually has full chrono boost here, full chrono boost over there. That's halfway done. And this guy did not spend his chrono boost. Do you find as a Protoss player that it is important to use your chrono boost? I'm not really sure. Probably doesn't really matter that much. I'm not really sure. I don't play Protoss. That's the problem. Alright, so back in my base, ultras are done. 2 more ultras are coming out, plus I'm going to be getting my Zerg melee attack level 3 coming out. So these guys are going to be itching to kill something. So hopefully I can get my 200 out as soon as possible. And we can see here he's actually building 3 Stargates. So we could be seeing some Void Rays, maybe even something higher tech, like one of those carriers. We could be seeing some carriers this game. He's being pretty protective in his base. I haven't discovered this yet. I don't believe at all. I only know he's on 2 base. Let's look at income. He's actually way ahead on harvesters right now. So this is not looking too good for me. I don't want the Protoss to out macro me, because they, in a 200 battle, they usually do better unless they really just build the wrong units. And this is interesting. He put 3 proton cannons around this one pylon. I'm really not sure why, but if he wants to spend the money like that, that's fine with me. Let's look back at production. Of course, we need to get extra armor for our Ultralisk, so it's always important, if you're going to use Ultralisk, to get that upgrade. And hopefully I'm going to be injecting some more larvae. He's actually going to be putting down a fleet beacon, so carriers are very likely this game. He isn't producing anything out of those Stargates yet, probably because he's saving up for some carriers right now. I am spreading my creep pretty well, so that's going to be good. I'm not sure how good Ultralisk and all my ground units are going to be against those carriers. I don't even think I have Neural Parasite. Neural Parasite I do not have, so I can't Neural Parasite them. I'm now actually just discovering that he has expanded. That is a lot of proton cannons, but you know what can take out proton cannons really well? Ultras. So here come the Ultras, right? They're going to come in and chew up all those cannons. a lot of ultras here. We can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count that wrong? I did. Alright, I have 10 ultras. And let's send some queens so that they can transfuse. And I'm not really good at this. My micro skills are really not that great. So that's one thing I'm going to need to pick up. And he's actually going to be getting gravitational catapult. I'm not really sure what that is. I've never really seen that in the game. We can see he's getting a couple more stargates now. And he's going to be getting, let's see. Oh, I missed it. We'll find out what that is after, or you guys can tell me in the comment bar. Anyways, Mothership is actually going to be coming out here. Motherships are not cheap, nor are Ultralists though. Those things are expensive. What is it? 300, 200? I believe. So hopefully I can chew up all of these proton cannons. Looks like I actually lost 2 of my ultras. That's not too great. He now has 3 carriers out, and I can't really do much against that. My queens were just too slow, so they couldn't infuse in time because I did not have that creep spread. If you are using queens to transfuse your ultras, make sure you have your creep spread, because I could have not lost 2 ultras. That's a lot of gas. That's a lot of minerals that I would have liked to keep. Anyways, we can see I'm going to be getting a Spire because let's go Corruptors if he's going to be going carrier here. He has 3 carriers out right now, 3 more on the way. Mothership is almost done. I'm going to be getting my ground armor level 2 plus neural parasite. This is actually looking pretty good. I have all these Zerglings, and Zerglings are really not the best unit. So I know that these little Inceptors that he's throwing around can't kill my Zerglings that fast. So I'm going to run by each base really quickly, even all these pylons, and try to kill as many of those probes as I can. He was ahead of me in probes. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get him below me, but we'll see here. Yes, I can get him below me down to actually 36, 34, 33 harvesters he has now. But look at all those carriers. That is a lot of carriers. And now the Mothership is actually coming out with all those carriers. So we can see he actually has 6 carriers. I guess it looks like more than what he actually has. And he is hiding all his units. That looks really cool. I really wish Motherships were used a little bit more often. And it looks like he's actually just producing 5 more carriers, so he is going carrier crazy. This is not looking too good for me. I need to really pump out some Corruptors here. I don't have any Corruptors on the way currently, so this is looking... Okay, here comes about 20 Corruptors, so that should save me. But it looks like, no, his Mothership just died. Did you see that? Did he just kill his Mothership? He just killed his Mothership. Maybe I probably half killed the Stargate, but I am not killing this Nexus here. He is killing his Nexus. Oh, luckily he stopped. He saved his Nexus, but he killed his Mothership. That was terrible on his part. I don't know if he was trying to focus fire my Zerglings, which is probably not the best idea, but he lost a lot of money in that, and we can see he's now going to be getting a 2nd Mothership, so this is really pulling him back, and the fact that he doesn't have as many harvesters as me is not going to be that great either. Both these bases have gas. They're not quite all up and running, but I do have a lot of gas coming in. As you can see, I have 900 minerals in gas, and I'm going to be going in for a kill now. I think I can do something here, and we'll see if I can, but 5 more carriers on the way. Oh man, he must have like 15 carriers now. I'm not sure if my Corruptors can do this, but the carriers are actually all the way down here, so I might actually be able to separate his army and take it out pretty well, except all of these Corruptors are just jumping into death, and that's not very good. Whoa! Look at those beams. Alright, you guys gotta tell me, what were those beams? There's little beams that were popping out. They killed every single one of my Infestors. I don't even think my Infestors did anything in this game. I spent so much money on them with the neural parasite pathing glands, and they didn't even get used. And here comes all of these carriers, but they're not killing my Ultralists too fast, and I have all of these Corruptors. They need to go in for the kill right now, and make sure when you're using your Corruptors to press C-click, right? Alright, it's gonna corrupt them, it'll do extra damage, make sure to kill them, that's what you need to do, and they're good game. So that was pretty nice. I really wish I could have killed all the carriers, because you rarely get to fight with carriers in the Protoss game. Usually they just go for gateway units, but I was actually surprised to see some carriers this game. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Just let me know in the comment bar exactly what I could have done better in this game, and I'll see you guys very soon.